What's up, y'all? Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. You guys are in for a treat because this is a breakfast tutorial. I'm going to show you guys how to make an omelet. I'm going to make French toast using the King's Hawaiian sweet rolls, and then I'm going to top it off with a peach topping that I'm making from scratch. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. To get started on our French toast, we are going to start with a pack of the King's Hawaiian sweet rolls, and we're going to go ahead and make vertical cuts in those. So I've already started, and I'm just going to make just vertical cuts like this until I get through the entire loaf. If you have some pieces that are thicker than the other, then you can go ahead and cut those in half. So like if you didn't like how thick these were, then you can go ahead and just make an additional cut like that. So I like how these are looking, so I'm gonna just keep them this width right here, but I do want to cut these in half like this. Okay, so here's our French toast mix. In this mix, I have like 2 eggs that I've whisked together, scrambled them. I've added some vanilla extract, also some cinnamon, about half a teaspoon of the cinnamon, and just a little splash of nutmeg. So I have that in there, and then you just mix it. Oh, and milk, I'm sorry, about a cup of milk. So then you just mix all of this together. You get a nice little batter. And then what you do here, behind me at the stove, I've melted some butter in a cast iron skillet. I like to cook these with the cast iron because it gives it that nice golden crisp to it. So that's what we're doing. So it's melting behind us, and in the meantime, I'm just gonna dip this here. So you see that we have the butter melted right here. I'm just gonna put these babies in there, and you just give it a nice little flip in the bath here, in the French toast bath. You don't want to soak them because then you'll have soggy bread. So just a light flip. These are going to be so good. Okay, so here is the topping, the peach topping. You see I have it boiling, and I've cut the peaches into smaller little pieces so that it can go on top of our French toast over here. And you just want to boil it till the sugars in it like starts to solidify a little bit and give you that texture that you want, that consistency. It's still a little bit watery for me, so I'm just gonna cook it down a little bit more. And there's a little peach cut it more. So that's gonna be good. And for adult pancakes, if you want to throw a little bit of bourbon in there, that will be good, I'm sure. For all the ghetto fabulous folks, a little bit of henny hen you want to throw up in there, I'm sure that will be good. It's up to you, whatever you like. But I'm just going to cook this down just a little bit more, and then I'm going to turn these here in a little bit. I went ahead and turned some of these, turn them over, and you have to be careful because as you can see, this one right here is a little bit more golden than the other ones, especially if you're using a cast iron skillet. It can tend to char a little bit, so you want to just make sure that you keep a good eye on these and just turn them. So that's the other side, and then I'm gonna just turn some of them like on that side. Get that. Whew. I'm gonna stand some of these babies up and get a nice golden crisp all around. No soggy bread. So we're just gonna do that. Get a nice golden crisp on all sides, and then we're done with the French toast. Here are our peaches. I just want to talk about these peaches that I'm using a little bit. So I work with adults with disabilities, and one of my individuals gave me this jar of peaches as a gift, and I thought that was so sweet. So I'm going to be using these with about a half a cup of brown sugar, a little bit of melted butter, and then I'm just going to cook these down along with the natural juices that are in these peaches, and we're just going to cook them down till I get that consistency I want. So thank you, AC. That looks beautiful. That is going to be so good on top of our French toast. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn this down on low. I forgot to mention that I have been cooking these on about medium heat. So now I'm going to just reduce the heat to low until the rest of this stuff gets done. Over here, I have butter in here. I'm going to saute this a little bit. And then let this cook down. I still like it a little bit crunchy, but not too crunchy. I like that fresh taste. I'm just going to cook this a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and throw our onions in. Let those babies cook down. And then add the garlic in there. Now I'm about to add the meat. So now we have the meat in there. We have the veggies in there. And now we're just going to pour the eggs in. I like to take the outside corners, bring them toward the inside of the skillet a little bit, and then take the extra runny juices and let them run out. We're going to flip this in a minute. Okay, so once I flipped the omelet, I went ahead and added some cheese to it and then folded it. I'll show you how to do that in a separate video, but this is the end result. I have my omelet, I have my French toast with the homemade peach toppings that we made, and a hash brown that we put in the air fryer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have a good day.